equation. So here d is equal to first column. In the first column we have to write the coefficient of x. So here 3, 4. In the second column, students, in the second column we have to write the coefficient of y. So minus 4 plus 3. So now here such a way we arrange the determinant. Okay, so determinant d. Then students, we arrange the d of x. There is a determinant of x. So how can we arrange this determinant? So here that first we hide the, here in the given in this determinant we hide the column first, and in that place we write the constant. We write the constant here in the place of first column. Okay, then here write down second column as it is. Then here students, next one that we have to find out, or we have to arrange the d of y, determinant of y. So how can we arrange determinant of y? So here in this determinant that we have to hide the column second and write down the first column as it is here, and in the place of the second column, or in the place of coefficient of y, we write the constant in the second column. So that's why determinant of 5, 3 minus 7, 0. So that's why we write here d is equal to product of 5 and 0 and product of minus 7 and 3, and then their difference, that is a minus sign. Then here product of 5 and 0, that is a 0, minus product of minus 7 and 3, that is equal to minus 21. So here students, 0 minus of minus 21, that means 0 plus 21 students. So that means here d is equal to 21. Such a steps, you have to find out the value of d, you should have to find out the value of d of x, then the value of d of y, and use the Cramer's rule as per the given variables. Okay students? Hello students, this is Sujatag coming with class 10 NCERT SSC Math with Sujataji. Welcome students, and now we are going to solve the examples in the practice set 1.3 of the chapter linear equations in two variables of the subject mathematics 1. Question 1 students, fill in the blanks with correct number. So determinant of 3, 2, 4, 5 is equal to 3 multiply 5 minus 4 multiply 2. So here 4 is already given. So here we write in this box the 2. So now here 3 5s are 15 here, minus 2 4s are 8 here, and 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Question second, find the values of following determinants. So now here students, there are the 3 examples, one by one we can solve it. So the first one example is that minus 1 7, determinant of minus 1 7 2 4. So here d is equal to cross multiplication of minus 1 and 4. So minus 1 multiply 4 minus 2 multiply 7. Therefore d is equal to minus 4 minus here 2 7s are 14. Then d is equal to minus 4 minus 14, that is minus 18. Therefore d is equal to minus 18. This is the value of determinant, given determinant. Then next one is that determinant of this. So cross multiply 5 multiply 0 minus 7 multiply 3. So the product of these 0 and 5 is 0, minus product of minus 7 and 3 is minus 21. Therefore d is equal to 0 plus 21. Therefore d is equal to 21. Then the next example here, to finding out the determinant. So determinant of 7 upon 3, 5 upon 3, 3 upon 2, 1 upon 2. So here product of 7 upon 3 and 1 upon 2 minus product of 3 upon 2 and 5 upon 3. Therefore d is equal to 7 multiply 1 upon 3 multiply 2 minus 3 multiply 5 upon 2 multiply 3. Therefore d is equal to 7 upon 6 minus 15 upon 6. Therefore d is equal to 7 minus 15 upon 6. Therefore d is equal to minus 8 upon 6. Further, we simplify this fraction into d is equal to minus 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6. So d is equal to minus 4 upon 3. So such a way we can find out the value of the given determinant. Then the next question, please solve the following simultaneous equations using Cramer's rule. So the first example is 3x minus 4y is equal to 10 and 4x plus 3y is equal to 5. So now here students, we have to solve this simultaneous equation with the help of Cramer's rule. So here students, there are the some arrangement of the determinant. So how can we arrange the determinant? So first we write down the equation as it is. So here 3x minus 4y is equal to 10. So I write here first equation. Then here students, 4x plus 3y is equal to 5. I called it as the second one equation. Then next one students, that we have to arrange the determinant with the help of these simultaneous equations. So here d is equal to first column, in the first column we have to write the coefficient of x. So here 3 4. In the second column, students, in the second column, we have to write the coefficient of y. So minus 4 plus 3. So now here such a way we arrange the determinant. Okay. So determinant d. Then students, we arrange the d of x. There is a determinant of x. So how can we arrange this determinant? So here that first we hide the, here in the given, in this determinant, we hide the column first, and in that place we write the constant. We write the constant here in the place of first column. Okay, then here write down second column as it is. Then here students, next one that we have to find out, or we have to arrange the d of y, determinant of y. So how can we arrange determinant of y? So here in this determinant that we have to hide the column second and write down the first column as it is here, and in the place of the second column, or in the place of coefficient of y, we write the constant in the second column. So that's why there is a first step, and that first step is that arrangement of d of x and d of y. Okay students, then next one we try, so we get the value of the determinant, individual determinant. So d is equal to 3 multiply 3 minus 4 multiply minus 4, which is equal to 3 3s are 9 minus 16. Then 9 plus 16 is equal to 25. So determinant is equal to, therefore determinant d is equal to 25. Next one is that students, finding out the value of the determinant x, determinant of x. So d of x is equal to 10 multiply 3 minus 5 multiply minus 4. Therefore d of x is equal to 10 3s are 30 minus 5 4s are minus 20. Therefore d of x is equal to 30 plus 20. So d of x is equal to 50. Therefore d of x is equal to 50. Now students, we have to find out the value of determinant y. So d of y, so here d of y is equal to 3 multiply 5 minus 4 multiply 10. Therefore d of y is equal to 15 minus 4 10s are 40. So d of y is equal to, students, that is minus 25. Therefore d of y is equal to minus 25. So now here this step is completed. Now the next one step is that we have to find out, we have to use the Cramer's rule. So what is the Cramer rule, students? So first I write down here by Cramer's rule. So here, as per the given simultaneous equation, there are the variable x and y. So we have to find out the value of x and y. So that's why Cramer's rule say that x is equal to d of x upon d and y is equal to d of y upon d. So here substitution, x is equal to 50 upon 25. Therefore students, x is equal to, that cancellation part is that, students, 25 ones are 25, 25 twos are 50. So here x is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 2. Then next one, that is y is equal to d of y upon d. That is a substitution here, minus 25 upon 25. So now here students, the cancellation is that 25 ones are 25, 25 ones are 25. Therefore y is equal to minus 1. So that's why here finally we have the value of x and y. So write down the solution. So here I write down that, therefore the solution of simultaneous equation is x, y. Here I write down below that x, y is equal to 2 minus 1. So students, while solving the simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule, you should have to follow such a process, okay, or we say such a steps. You have to find out the value of d, you should have to find out the value of d of x, then the value of d of y, and use the Cramer's rule as per the given variables. Okay students, so this is the simplest method that you can practice it yourself. Next one example, students. 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 6x is equal to 8 minus 5y. So now here students, first I arrange these two equations one by one. So 4x plus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. I write down the first equation as it is, but there is a transformation into the standard form. So here students, we write while solving the simultaneous equation by using Cramer's rule, the standard form will be that here 4x plus 3y is equal to 4. So such a way we have to arrange the given equation. So here this is the arrangement of the equation first. Then second one students, 6x is equal to 8 minus 5y. So here also students, we arrange this equation in this form, 6x plus 5y is equal to 8 and call it as the second one. So the first step is over students. Then second step is that finding out d of x and d of y. So here the arrangement of d is that first in the first column write down the coefficient of x, so 4, 6. In the second column write down the coefficient of y, 3, 5. Then here I find out the value of d. So 4 multiply 5 minus 6 multiply 3. Therefore d is equal to 20 minus 18. Therefore d is equal to 2. Therefore d is equal to 2. Then next one students, next one we have to arrange d of x. So the arrangement of d of x, that is in the first column write down the constant. So 4, 8. And then here write down the second column as it is right in the d. So here d of x is equal to 4 multiply 5. 4 multiply 5 minus 8 multiply 3. Therefore, d of x is equal to 20 minus 24. Therefore, d of x is equal to minus 4. Then here students, then finding out the d of y. So d of y, arrangement of d of y is equal to students, write down the first column as it is in the d. So 4, 6. And in the second column, write down the constant. So 4, 8. Then here d of y is equal to 4 multiply 8 minus 6 multiply 4. Therefore, d of y is equal to 32 minus 24. Therefore, d of y is equal to 8. D of y is equal to 8. So such a way, the second step is over students. Then the next step is that students, finding out the value of x and y. So here we say that by Cramer's rule. So Cramer's rule say that x is equal to d of x upon d and y is equal to d of y upon d. So here students, x is equal to, now here substitution. So here minus 4 upon 2. So minus 4 upon 2. So now here cancellation part is that here student. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So here x is equal to minus 2. X is equal to minus 2. Then next one student substitution. Here y is equal to 8 upon 2. 8 upon 2. So here also cancellation, that means we have to convert this ratio into the simplest form. So 2 ones are 2 into 2. 2 fours are 8. Therefore here y is equal to 4. Here y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4. Therefore students, finally we write down the solution of the given simultaneous equation is xy is equal to minus 2, 4 is equal to minus 2, 4. So finally we have the answer of the second example. Then further students, next example. So the next example is that x plus 2y is equal to minus 1 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. So our stepwise we do it by our stepwise. Okay. So first our step is write down the equation as it is and convert into the standard form by solving it using Cramer's rule. So here first I write down x plus 2y is equal to minus 1. So call it as first. Then 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. And call it as second one equation. Then next one, that is arrangement of d. Here 1, 2. Then 2 minus 3. Therefore d is equal to 1 multiply minus 3 minus 2 multiply 2. Therefore d is equal to minus 3 minus 4. Therefore d is equal to minus 7. Then next one, that is the arrangement of d of x. So here d of x arrangement will be, here write down in the first column the constant 112 minus 112 students. Minus 112 and then 2 minus 3 in the second column. So d of x is equal to minus 1 multiply minus 3 minus 12 multiply 2. Therefore, product of minus 1 minus 3, that is 3 minus 24. Therefore, 3 minus 24, that is minus 21. Therefore, students, d of x is equal to minus 21. Okay. Then here, students, the next part is finding out the value of the determinant y. So here, d of y is equal to, so the arrangement of d of y is that write down in the first column 1, 2 and the constant in the second column. So minus 1, 12 at the constant. So d of y is equal to 1 multiply 12 minus 2 multiply minus 1. Therefore, 12 minus 2. Therefore, 12 plus 2. Here, 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. So, therefore, students, d of y is equal to 14. Then, next one that we say that by Cramer's rule. So, here, by Cramer's rule. By Cramer's rule. So, variables are x and y here, student. So, x is equal to d of x upon d and y is equal to d of y upon d. Therefore, x is equal to minus 21 upon minus 7. Minus 21 upon minus 7. That means here the negative sign cancel out. So 21 upon 7. So x is equal to 7 3s are 21. So x is equal to 3. Then next one, y is equal to 14 upon minus 7. 14 upon minus 7. So y is equal to 7 1s are 7. 7 2s are 14. So y is equal to minus 2. So finally we write down the answer. Therefore, the solution of the given simultaneous equation, is xy is equal to 3 minus 2. Is equal to 3 minus 2. Okay, students? Then solve the next one example. The next one example is 6x minus 4y is equal to minus 12 and 8x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. Then here arrangement, first we arrange the given equation. So here 6x minus 4y is equal to minus 12. This is the first equation. And then here 8x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. And this one is the second one equation. Then here the arrangement of d here, students. So d is equal to 6, 8 minus 4 minus 3. Therefore, d is equal to 6 multiply minus 3 minus 8 multiply minus 4. Therefore, d is equal to minus 18 minus 32. Therefore, d is equal to minus 18 plus 32. Therefore, d is equal to 14. D is equal to 14. Okay, students. Now here arrangement of d of x. So d of x, that means in the first column we write the constant minus 12 minus 2. In the second column write as it is minus 4 minus 3. Therefore d of x is equal to minus 12 multiply minus 3 minus 2 multiply minus 4. Now here students, see carefully here that the product of minus 12 and minus 3 is that 36. And the product of minus 2 and minus 4 is 8. So 36 minus 8. Therefore 36 minus 8 is equal to students 28. Is equal to 28. Okay. Then here that next one is that finding out d of y. So the first, write down the arrangement here. Write down the first column as it is 6, 8. But in the second column, write down the constant. So minus 12 minus 2. Then d of y is equal to 6 multiply minus 2 minus 8 multiply minus 12. So now here students, product of 6 and minus 2 is minus 12 and the product of 8 and minus 12, that is minus 96. Therefore students, minus 12 plus 96. So here minus 12 and plus 96. So that means students, here that will be 84. That will be 84. So d of y is equal to 84. Then here students, then next step will be our, that we write down that by Cramer's rule. So by Cramer's rule. By Cramer's rule, we say x is equal to d of x upon d and y is equal to d of y upon d. Therefore, x is equal to 28 upon 14. 28 upon 14. Therefore, x is equal to 14 to the 28. And here y is equal to 84 upon 14. So y is equal to 14 6 are 24. So now here students, we have both the values of the variable x and y. So finally we write down, the solution of the given simultaneous equation is xy is equal to 2 6 is equal to 2 6. So such a way we can find out the solution of the given simultaneous equation. So students, this is the simplest method and you follow this method. Okay. Next one example students. 4m plus 6n is equal to 54 and 3m plus 2n is equal to 28. Then here students, first we arrange the equation one by one. So here first I write down the equation first. 4m plus 6n is equal to 54. Already that's the first one equation. Then second one, 3m plus 2n is equal to 28. Call it as the second one equation. Then here the arrangement of the d, then arrangement of d of x, and then arrangement of d of y. So let us first do the arrangement of d. So here in the first column we write down the coefficient of m, so 4 3, and in the second column we write down the coefficient of n. Then here d is equal to 4 multiply 2 minus 3 multiply 6. So therefore d is equal to 4 2 is 8 minus 3 6 are 18. Therefore d is equal to minus 10. Then here students, we have to arrange the d of m students, d of m. Okay, we do not arrange the write down that d of x because here the variables are m and n. So we have to find out the determinant of m and the determinant of n. So here d of m, there is an arrangement of d of m that will be students, that is here first write down 54 28 in the first column and then second column 6 2. Then here d of m is equal to 54 multiply 2 minus 28 multiply 6. Therefore d of m is equal to here 108 minus here 28 6 are 168. So d of m is equal to minus 168 plus 108. That means here minus 60. D of m is equal to minus 60. Now here students, next one, that is we have to arrange the d of n students because the other variable is n. So we have arranged the d of n. So the arrangement of d of n in the determinant is students, that is hide the coefficient of n variable. So here first write down in the first column 4 3 and then the constant 54 28. Then here d of n is equal to 4 multiply 28 minus 3 multiply 54. Then here d of n is equal to 28 fours are, and that 28 fours are students, that means 112 minus 54 threes are, and that means here students 162. So d of n is equal to students 162 minus 112, that means minus 50. So now here we have the value of d of n, d of m and t. So now next one, that is we have to find out the value of here m and n. So that's why we say that by Cramer's rule, m is equal to d of m upon d, and the second one formula becomes n is equal to d of n upon d. Therefore m is equal to minus 60 upon minus 10, minus 60 upon minus 10. That means here n is equal to 60 upon 10. Therefore n is equal to 10 6 are 60. So m is equal to 6. And here n is equal to minus 50 upon minus 10. Minus 50 upon minus 10. Therefore n is equal to 50 upon 10. Therefore n is equal to 10 5s are 50. 10 5s are 50. So n is equal to 5. So now here students, finally we write down the answer, and that answer is that therefore the solution of the given simultaneous equation is mn is equal to 6 5. Okay student, so such a way we can get the answer, we can get the solution by following such a type of the steps. Okay, you follow this such a type of the steps one by one, and then you practice student such a type of the questions, such a type of the examples, then you can easily solve this such a type of the examples. Then here Next one example, students. The next one example is that 2x plus 3y is equal to 2 and x minus y upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 2. So now here, students, I arrange the equation one by one. So here first I write down 2x plus 3y is equal to 2 and call it as the first one equation. Then second one, I write down the second equation, that is x minus y upon 2, x minus y upon 2 is equal to 1 upon 2, is equal to 1 upon 2. Now here, students, this is the complex equation, so I simplify further this equation. So I write down that multiplying both the sides by 2, and therefore 2 multiply x minus 2 multiply y upon 2 is equal to 2 multiply 1 upon 2. Therefore 2x minus, here is solution, here the cancellation, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. Here also cancellation, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. So the remaining equation is 2x minus y is equal to 1. So now this equation I called it as the second one equation. So now here, students, the next step is that arrangement of D. So here arrangement of D is, students, coefficient of x in the first row, that means 2, 2. Coefficient of y, that is 3 minus 1. So D is equal to, therefore D is equal to 2 multiply minus 1 minus 2 multiply 3. Therefore minus 2 minus 6, therefore minus 8. D is equal to minus 8. Then now, students, next one part, that is arrangement of D of x. That I will be here, write down the first constant, that is 2, 1, and then here 3 minus 1. Then here D of x is equal to 2 multiply minus 1 minus 1 multiply 3. Therefore minus 2 minus 3. Therefore D of x is equal to minus 5. Then here next one, that is arrangement of dy is equal to 2, 2, and the constant, that constant is 2, 1. So then d of y is equal to 2 multiply 1 minus 2 multiply 2. Therefore d of y is equal to 2 minus 4. Therefore d of y is equal to minus 2. Now here, students, these are the arrangement of D, and these are the values of D, D of x and D of y. Then here next part is that to find out the value of x and y. So here we say by Cramer's rule, x is equal to d of x upon d and y is equal to d of y upon d. Therefore x is equal to minus 5 upon minus 8, therefore x is equal to 5 upon 8. Then here y is equal to minus 2 upon minus 8, therefore y is equal to 2 upon 8. Therefore further we simplify this fraction, so 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, so y is equal to 1 upon 4. Now here, students, finally we write down the solution of the given simultaneous equation. The solution of the given simultaneous equation is xy is equal to 5 upon 8, 1 upon 4. So now here, student, such a way you can get the answer by following such a methods. So now here, students, these methods are very, very easy, that you follow these method, you practice these method, then you can get easily the solution of the simultaneous equation. But here practice is important. So now here, students, that if you like our content, then you subscribe our channel, and students, share this video to your friends.